Good afternoon, Sub-Saharan reporter Jasmine here. We now return to a report covered 2 weeks ago, where we heard the story that has become all too familiar in our part of the world.
My name is Barry and I'm one of the sisters. It has been our task for the longest time to provide help for the ill and the suffering around the sub-Saharan region of our continent. There are not many of us and our expertise lies mainly in the way of healing, so our centers are not run as smoothly as possible. What we are currently looking for are information systems experts to aid us in overhauling the way we operate and helping us to focus on a small amount of achievable goals in order to make the hospital run more efficiently.
A very grim story emanating from the Sisters of Charity of Set, Capitanio there. On a slightly brighter note, however, we have in the studio today one of the information system experts who are currently now employed by a hospital in Lusaka. Good afternoon to you, Karina.
Thanks for having me.
Now, we've just seen one of the sisters who spoke with us last week. Briefly, would you be able to go through with us what your plans are for the hospital?
Certainly. Initially, what we have is a structure for incorporating change. What this means is, as a collective, my colleagues and I have agreed upon goals which we believe are achievable by the hospital. One of them involves protecting inventory, which is the drugs used by the hospital, against theft and ensuring that the inventory is not counterfeit.
Are these goals in response to the problems that were highlighted to you by the sisters and the hospital?
Correct. This is a collaborative effort as we've come into the scene with very little knowledge of how an environment such as healthcare would work. It is our job to learn quickly and be able to offer advice.
So, what are the things that can be done here? You've highlighted theft and counterfeiting of the drugs used, but how do you correct that issue?
Glad you asked. For each goal we've set, we identify the possible threats and then look to find ways of controlling the threats, which we believe are the most likely to occur.
Are you prepared to talk to us about those findings at the current time?
Not in full, no, as there are still parts that we have yet to fully investigate. However, to speak about controlling the threat of counterfeit drugs, we have already helped to establish the hospital with an improved supplier list. This means that purchases will only occur with these suppliers which have a proven track record of providing medical grade items to their customers.
For those of us who are not aware, what is taken into account when reviewing the track record of a supplier?
The main performance index is the rate of return goods by customers of the suppliers which we have listed. By monitoring this, we are also able to make adjustments to the approved list depending on whether a supplier has had a run of returned goods within a period of time.
Sounds like quite the system to be put in place. Just to recap, you have identified the goals and have started to put in place methods to achieve those goals. By bearing in mind the threats and possible ways to control them, when do you foresee your plans to be fully operational?
I believe that if my team works diligently together, a system can be put in place to be operational within the next few months.
Well, we will not keep you for much longer then. Thank you for joining us. That's all for this afternoon from myself and the team at Sub-Saharan News. Enjoy your evening and we'll see you tomorrow.